Mr. Ademola Adeola, an Ondo-based man, has urged the state government to investigate the death of his wife, Mrs. Esther Adeola, and his 4 children, allegedly due to food poisoning after consuming liquid pap at their home in Oke Aro, Akure. The grandmother died shortly after drinking the pap, while the children aged 9, 8, 6, and 3 passed away the next day after vomiting and complaining of stomach ache. Mr. Adeola claims the University of Medical Science Teaching Hospital in Akure lacked the necessary facilities to serve them, blaming the treatment provided. However, the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Banji Ajaka, denied allegation negligence, stating that the doctor did everything possible to save the victims. The police have visited the residence to investigate, though the case was not officially reported. All the disease had been buried. Wow. Mr. Martins, this is disheartening. Losing 4 children, mother and wife at once. This is serious. Meanwhile, the husband said that the hospital did not have the necessary facility to actually save the children, and the hospital have denied the negligence, that it is not their fault, that they did everything in their best to make sure that they served them, but they couldn't, though all of them has been buried. Well, we sympathize with the family, and may the souls of the departed rest in peace. But what do you have to say about these children dying after taking pap?
Well, it's unfortunate. Firstly, losing children, losing a mother on the go like that is disheartening. I felicitate with the man, accept my sincerest condolences. And then him saying the hospital does not have the necessary facilities, but the hospital saying they did their best, it's still the same thing. You can do your best and your best is not good enough because there are certain facilities that are not available. All the denial, they are not necessary. Let's cry out. If there are things that could have been used to save them that are not available, well, yes, let's admit to it. Or are we saying the things are available or the poison was just too potent? Well, if the facilities were available to save them and you did your best and you could not save them, which is a likely scenario, what does the autopsy say? You know, we had a case like this some time back, I think last week, something about food poisoning in a church or something like that. What does the autopsy say? If the hospital is saying they have the facilities, they try their best, tell us the name of the agents that caused the poison. Is it titanium poisoning? We know how potent radium, titanium, and mercury, all those things can be. What is responsible for this atrocity? So that we know, okay, see what caused it. There's nothing we could have done at this time in medical science and stuff like that. It becomes easier for the man to bear, and then it becomes easier for the investigators too, because you know how did this get into the food. You get it's very disheartening. I don't think it's the right time to argue with the bereaved, because you know, when people somebody loses one person, it's enough to bear. When you lose 4 at a time, it's 4 times more than enough to bear. So words can keep going back and forth and everything, but they've been buried. Was there an autopsy? What does the autopsy say?
That's what I wanted to ask you. But the report we have here is that they died after taking pap. That means maybe the pap was poison or something. Because remember, the grandmother died at the spot.
How can we confirm it was the pap? Did they eat something before the pap? Or it's alleged. We will not know unless there's an autopsy that tells us this is what happened to them. You get, all these things are usually back and forth.
So
all evidence points towards the pap. But medically speaking, how do we confirm it? If this were a court Yeah, we have people saying, we have witnesses saying, but a witness provides evidence. What evidence do we have? What we have right now is allegations. If I am the PAP, I would be saying I did not do anything, I did not do anything until science, medical science can confirm that it was the PAP actually. So that's how investigations happen.
Okay. Okay. So now
it is necessary, but
right now,
an autopsy on at least one of them.
But right now they are talking about that proper investigation is going to be carried out, and the people in question.
How is it going to be carried out? What is going to be investigated? This is like killing a stack. We don't have the bargaining chip right now, because are we going to assume the bodies to carry out autopsies when we had them in the hospital and we did not carry out autopsy? Or was autopsy carried out and we waiting for autopsy results? That's what I'm saying. You know, death in Nigeria, unfortunately, is usually just bypassed. You know, people that, and you hear that their ancestors killed them, or somebody came and pressed their neck in the night or something. I think we should go to medical enlightenment, where somebody dies and an autopsy is carried out to ascertain the cause of death. Even when people are shot in certain developed countries, we know they were shot. They probably died because of the gunshot wound, but autopsies confirm. You hear that the person died of cardiac arrest even with the gunshot wound or something like that. Why? So that it will help to save people that have gunshot injuries later in the future. So that we don't say it's gunshot that killed the person. They do it to confirm the cause, the actual cause of death. So here we have a case of PAP.
But do you
PAP poisoning?
But do you also get this part that this report, they didn't actually report this matter officially? What do you think about that? Like this
it was not officially reported.
Yeah, so
and now it's in the media space. So I don't know what the process is of official reporting is saying or is supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. We need to grow as a country. We need to grow to certain heights.
Okay.
Right? Do you know how many people die daily that we don't know about? What is Nigeria's population? What we have now is speculations based on 2006 census. 2006 is around 12 to 16 years ago. So we're speculating on saying we don't know how many people are being born. We don't know how many people are dying. Is a canker in the system. So we cannot leverage defense or offense on it not being reported. It happened and it got to a hospital. Now it's in the media space, so at least there is a reasonable procedure to it. My point is, somebody died after taking PAP. Should Nigeria stop taking PAP? Should the PAP seller be arrested? Did everybody that bought PAP from that PAP seller on the day of this incident die? What happened to the particular PAP that they took that led to this incident? They say investigations are ongoing. I'm tired, Immaculata, I'm tired of hearing investigations are ongoing in Nigeria, because it's just a way to wash things down.
You think that each time they come out to say that they're actually investigating, that they're not doing anything, it's just to kill stories?
I make bold to say, and most of the times that we hear investigations are ongoing in Nigeria, it's just calm. It's just to tell us that we go. Only few investigations actually happen in Nigeria. How many arrests do we hear from things like this? Or how many name clearing? How many times do they come to say, okay, we finished the investigation, these are our findings? We rarely hear that. We just hear investigations are ongoing.
But what if the result of the investigation is not meant for public consumption, but we just get to know that investigation is ongoing? Because most of this disaster that takes place, it is on the media space, so anybody can read. Does that necessarily mean that after the investigation is concluded, they should come back to the media space to tell the people, remember, it wasn't them that brought it up there, but for you to know that they're actually doing something, that they did not actually ignore whatever thing that is happening, and they will let you know the investigation is ongoing.
Do you not think it's irresponsible to come out and tell me that investigation is ongoing and then it goes into perpetuity? I never hear about it again. Don't you think it's an irresponsible thing? Trust in the system demands that there are certain information you will not give us. Fine. Some information is classified. Fine, I understand. But we've concluded investigations. It was the PAP. fine and good. A lot of questions will arise. Okay, what has been done about the person? But at least tell us we've completed an investigation. This is what we found out, or investigation suggested that this happened. You may not give us all the details because of classified information. But give us updates. Investigations were ongoing concerning how 6 billion naira was used to pay for flood, and people are currently homeless now in those 19 states. We don't have updates. The intransitivity of information dissemination is the reason why a lot of people have the audacity to keep doing the things they are doing in Nigeria. So this came up to the media space. Give us updates. Let us know. I learned that before NTA reported the death of General Sani Abacha, CNN had already reported it. That's credibility. So give us updates. That's what I'm saying.
All right, thank you so much.
This man now, this bereaved man, he wants to know what happened. He might not be a part of the investigation. What he has is speculation. What he has is accusation against the hospital. They did not do enough. But if the investigations come back with facts, at least it will be easier for him to bear. Okay, the hospital actually did their best. It was regional poisoning, or it was whatever kind of poisoning. And okay, the police or whoever investigator comes back to say, we found out the source of the poison. This is how it happened. If people see that justice is being served and the process of justice is not being maligned, is not being covered, it makes us trust our system.